breaking a containment location, that kind of thing. Anyway, so now Leta is actually doing okay. He's taking control of that 6 o'clock base. Not control of it, rather, but he's taken out Midas's control, rather, of that location. So now Midas cannot mine from that 6 o'clock base, and now he's taken out his control of the 12 o'clock base as well, or 12:30 kind of one. So he's taken out that major superior map control that that Midas had. Midas still has most of the map. Well, Midas still has more of the map by a little bit, but he doesn't have such a huge control of that now. Uh-oh, we got some Rays coming in here. What are they doing? They're cloaking to attack the engineering bay, I guess. Oh, he's gonna try and snipe those. Oh, he's gonna try and snipe some dropships, I guess. But he loses them instead. But now we see him switching to the BCs here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get a drink of water here. My voice is starting to take its toll on my throat. Uh-oh. Oh, he might. Oh, that's. Oh, he's got the engineering bay there. He's probably gonna run in with the engineering bay. The engineering bay will be able to take some of the hits from the turrets as his dropships run in, and never mind, his dropships are running away to another location instead. But yeah, the BCs are probably going to be I mean, he's going to have a lot more BCs earlier. I don't know if Leta even knows that the BCs are being switched to. When he sees the BCs, we're probably going to see him plant down a bunch of starports and go raids and upgrade cloak, because it's too slow to get BCs out to match someone else's BCs. It's just, you can't get BCs out fast enough unless you start them at the same time. And actually, here he goes moving in again, trying to take advantage of a weaker position here at the top because his forces are too spread out, and some of it he hasn't been reinforcing that location because he's been making the BCs instead. And here he goes reinforcing that position, so he's not going to get pushed back completely. But yeah, he's probably gonna have to produce a bunch of raids because it's just gonna be too hard for him to catch up in BCs. You're just gonna fight with raids only instead. Maybe I was gonna say maybe some Valks to mix in, but Valks are gonna be a lot better against actually raids. So might see one or the other player get Valkyries there. Anyway, he's going in with these dropships. I'm not sure if he's making a drop or if he's just suiciding these guys. Apparently he's just suiciding his dropships. I don't know what's going on there. Should at least send in some vultures or something like that. But he's clearing up supplies so he can make more battle cruisers, basically. Which is kind of strange because he never used those dropships. He just made them, and now he's just killed them again. But yeah, I had to clear up supply to and he might as well just do some running around and scouting with them, I guess. Oh man, a huge drop going in here. He's trying to move in on the ground and do a drop as well. Almost didn't work. A little bit out of position with his attack, but he's got superior forces nonetheless. He looks like he's going to be able to dislodge him from this position. The BCs are running in, but they're actually crawling and limping down to that location to reinforce. They're going to get there too late, and the BCs are not going to be able to have enough of an effect on that battle. There's too many Goliaths there, and it looks like I was gonna say Leta has to know about those BCs by now, but that may be why he's producing more Goliaths. Actually, he may just be deciding he's gonna try and deal with those BCs with Goliaths alone, but it's gonna be tough because I mean the reason why you go for Wraiths or other BCs against BCs is because they're so much more mobile. You can fly to the location where you need to be quicker than you can move Goliaths, and the BCs can run across a ridge as well. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Doing the Yamato. I don't know why he mottoed the tank with like 3 hit points left, but that's why the BCs are good for breaking. A solid defense is because of the Yamato cannon right there. So actually, Leta is fought his way back into an equal position. He's managed to actually take control of that 6 o'clock base. Looks like he's lost control of that northern area. He's been pushed back a little bit there, but there's the starports going up. Now that he sees those BCs, I guess he just didn't know about the BCs before or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, but now he has control of that base. He can start mining from there if he wants. But Leta, remember I mentioned the double gas? Leta's had that double gas base. I'm sorry, Midas has had that double gas base. Midas is the orange guy. I keep forgetting. Keep mixing him up a little bit. Midas has that double gas base in the bottom left corner. He's had it the whole time. And that may be one of the reasons why we saw him switch to BCs is because he had the extra gas in addition. Yeah, although he's had it for a long time, so those may even be mined out theoretically. But yeah, now we're going to see kind of a standoff game for a little while where both players are just going to be camping, trying to build up their forces, trying to... they're probably going to start wasting SCVs to free up supplies so they can have extra ships and or mech, as the case may be. But yeah, so Leta is now mining from that 6 o'clock position. Well, he's not mining there yet, but he's going to be momentarily mining from that 6 o'clock position. He's got dropships full of troops. He's able to move around. Hopefully there's Goliaths in there. Yeah, there's some Goliaths, so he can kind of move around and position those Goliaths if the BCs attack somewhere. Oh, he's sitting in the CC to take some hits, and he's going to Yamato all the tanks, I think. Oh, the tanks! Look at that Mass Yamato! Awesome! Mass Yamato picks off a Goliath as well. Brilliantly done. He was not able to hold that position. He was trying to move that CC in to try and take that 1 o'clock position so he can start mining there, and he couldn't because of the tanks there, so he moved in and picked off all the tanks, was able to move in with his own tanks to take that location, being a little bit greedy, trying to move into that top right base as well. Oh, that top right base is double gas as well. What the heck? I thought that top right base was single gas. Maybe... What the heck? I could have sworn I double checked that once before, and I saw that, and maybe... Oh, that's why. Because Odd Eye 1 was only single gas in the top right corner, and Odd Eye 2, which this is, has the double gas in the top right corner, so it's more parallel. Interesting. I wonder why they did that. It was kind of cool to have that single double gas expand in the bottom left, so that the bottom left was more important. I wonder why they changed that. Maybe it was a balance thing or something like that, but I liked it better when it had that. Oh, look at that! Another beautiful round of Yamatos. It's going to lose a single battlecruiser and take out several tanks, and that's going to enable him to move his own tanks into this location. Midas is quickly taking control of this game back. We've got a group of raids over here, and he's having to lift some of his starports to get him out of the way so his forces can actually reinforce. And now he's got tanks in this location. He's going to be able to start shelling that expansion very soon. He's going to start shelling that CC, get some tanks of his own in there to try and defend. His own forces are getting trapped, kind of confused behind his turrets, and it's causing problems here. That is a lot of battlecruisers. That's a lot of battlecruisers now. And those raids, okay, if you're going to use those raids, it's about time to use them. There they go, cloak raids going in there. Going in, he's attacking the tanks instead. Oh, Comsec goes down. And he's going in with Goliaths as well. He tried to tackle some of the tanks. Oh, absolutely. Just really pushed back there. Absolutely slaughtered, basically. Well, I was going to say slaughtered, but the slaughter didn't actually complete. That's why I paused there. But, because he fell back. But, kind of a poorly executed attack there. Running in, attacking one of the tanks with his wraiths, and not really doing enough damage. Going in with the Goliaths a little bit later. Now he's microing around. Oh, takes out the tank. Trying to micro those raids to pick off the battlecruisers, but there's too many battlecruisers there, and some turrets as well. It's really going to be tough for him to fight that off, and he's just Yamatoing the crap out of his tank lines and moving in with his own tanks. This is a beautiful strategy, I gotta say, by Midas. Going in with his own tanks, setting up turrets, setting up kind of a static defense with his own tanks, and then when Leta tries to go in with his own tanks to reinforce that position, he's Yamatoing them and just picking them off, using the tanks just to support, using the battlecruisers to support his own tanks. And now that location is in breach, and Midas decides he only has one choice, and that's counterattack. He's sending a bunch of wraiths to the bottom left corner, but there's a bunch of turrets there. I don't know if he's going to be able to accomplish enough. He goes in here, he's going to pick off these Goliaths, and maybe a turret, but I don't know how much he's going to really be able to affect here. I mean, he knows that he can't break the top right push, and he knows that he needs to do do something back. So this is kind of his only option, but not really the best option. He could have at least even gone up north to that other expansion. Oh! Stopped paying attention to his wraiths for a moment and loses all of them. Loses all of them. If it wasn't game before, that was pretty much game right there. He's got another round of wraiths coming out of his starports there, but he's just lost too much control and not been able to get anything back. Yeah, he lost control of the top right base. He's basically only mining at this expansion right now, and now it's about to get overrun. BC's coming in here. If he loses his expansion, he's going to have to GG. He's not going to be mining at all. Here come the BCs. I'm surprised there's no tanks to back up, but he doesn't need it. He knows it's breached. And Leta GG's. Midas advances. I think Leta was probably going to be the favorite in this whole group, and going down surprisingly in the first game and managing to win the second game, the losers match, to get back to here, but going down in a very, very nicely played TVT, very, very well played by Midas the entire game, and so Midas is going to advance to the MSL along with Hydra. And I'm going to cut it off there to keep it under 3 videos, but thanks for watching.